Hey Robin, are you ready for. Do you seriously not have anything else to wear?
Fine. It's that spectacular time of year again. Whether you celebrate casually with candy or going extreme with haunted houses and parties, you just gotta love Halloween.
Not surprisingly, anime has a wide range of titles that you can easily marathon on this spooky occasion. If any of you decide to stay inside and watch a Halloween-related anime, here's a list to help celebrate this awesome day.
For this list, we've gathered a fair range of titles that relate perfectly to the Halloween season. Titles ranging from simple and fun to, oh dear God, I'm gonna have nightmares!
So now that you've been warned, here's Anime America's top 10 anime to watch on Halloween.
Number 10. High School of the Dead.
Zombie Titty Bloodfest Show.
Nowadays, it just doesn't seem like Halloween without zombies, especially with a certain other show that'll never leave Halloween Horror Nights. If anything, this show is an embodiment of what happens when you mix every anime cliche with zombies. Put them together and what do you got? Generic high school students, gravity-defying fan service, and zombies. Sounds like a hilarious night to me.
The only thing that this show will scare, however, is anybody with boobs, because that's not how physics work. Number 9. Princess Resurrection.
This is practically the first anime you think of for Halloween. You've got sorcery, vampires, werewolves, and so many other spooky creatures. What more do you want? Plus the art style given to the show just screams, this is Halloween, this is Halloween.
Well, it just screams Halloween to me, with all the pumpkins and stuff. And you know, I'm pretty sure I danced with that werewolf girl at Masquerade once.
In some sense, this is a silly title to watch, but it just screams Halloween. The art style, the characters, and the supernatural elements just make this show a lot of fun to watch on Halloween. Number 8. Soul Eater.
Soul Eater is perfect to watch on Halloween, because not only does it balance the blend of being creepy with things like the laughing sun and moon, the witches, mummies, people turning into weapons and eating souls, but at the same time it's also really funny. And the infamous test episode can bring back fears of another kind for most people in school.
Honestly, did you really think we wouldn't have this on the list? Although the majority of this show is action-based and the Halloween theme dies down along the way, we were all drawn to the show by the art style and character designs. That is until they decided to go moe on us. More like not Soul Eater.
I see what you did there.
Witches, death sites, shinigamis, souls, this anime is an amazing experience and is a perfect choice to watch on Halloween.
Number 7. Yami Shiba.
You wanna hear some freaky ghost stories from Japan? Well, this anime is just for you. Taking inspiration from Kami Shibai storytelling, Yami Shiba is a collection of Japan's creepiest urban legends that are masterly portrayed in the art style of paper figures and scrolls. Sounds creepy as hell? Well, it is, but doesn't it sound perfect for Halloween? Not only are you watching beautifully made stories that are freaking creepy as hell, you're also learning a lot about Japanese folklore. That to me makes Yami Shiba an amazing series to watch.
And it can bring up the idea of telling stories around a fire, but instead of an actual fire, you're light a television screen, and you're all staring endlessly at it like you have no soul. But seriously, if this show teaches you one thing about anything, never trust random dudes on bicycles.
Number 6. Paranoia Agent.
Satoshi Kon, how you love to fuck with our heads. Paranoia Agent was once a staple of the original Adult Swim anime block, and was an introduction to a lot of people's first mindfuck.
Oh, the one show I refuse to watch on Adult Swim. I'm a scaredy baby, and proud of it. Still, I have to admit this show was nothing compared to what I expected, but in a very good way, mind you. It's an intense psychological thriller that'll keep you guessing till the very end. A really good choice to watch on Halloween, if you can handle it.
And by the end of it, you'll never be able to look at a plush pink dog the same way ever again. Number 5. Vampire Hunter D. You can't have Halloween without a movie or some classic vampires. And Vampire Hunter D combines the best of both.
It's a thrilling masterpiece full of notorious vampires and the badass hunter, D. Insert D jokes here. When you look back on the 2000 movie release, doesn't it look beautiful? The atmosphere is just so dark and creepy, but done so beautifully well. It's action-packed, beautifully made, and full of killer vampires. What more do you want for Halloween?
And unlike some other vampire shows, at least the vampires in this aren't prissy schoolboys.
You hear that, Kaname? Suck it! Number 4. Hell Girl. You ever hated somebody so much that you'd give anything to send them to hell? Your answer is probably yes. But would you do it if it meant that you would be sent to hell once you eventually die?
I guess in the way that the show works, everybody likes the idea of hell and demons when they go out on Halloween. But in this case, would you be able to pay the price? I don't think I would, unless it meant sending Sword Art Online to hell.
This show perfectly portrays many suffering people having to make that choice, and what it takes to push them to that breaking point of sending their personal choice straight into hell. And you may be thinking, well, how far do these people go to make the others hate them that much? Oh, believe me, these people are despicably terrible. So what happens when the red tie on the doll is pulled? No, nothing much, just a troop from hell comes forth to scare the living daylights out of the chosen victim. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? So if you want to see what hell could be like, I'm sure I, Enma, could give you a taste of that.
Your grievance shall be avenged.
Number 3. Tokyo Ghoul. Because Tokyo Ghoul is such a recent anime, let me recount the plot for anybody who hasn't watched it. Tokyo Ghoul follows the story of Kaneki Ken, an average college student whose date with a beautiful woman named Rize goes awry when she is revealed to be interested in him in more ways than one. Rize is in fact a ghoul, a humanoid creature that survives by eating the flesh of humans, and, to make it worse, is the infamous binge eater ghoul. After being crushed in a fight with Kaneki, his life is changed forever. Not only has he become half ghoul thanks to having Rize's organs transplanted in him, he's also dealing with an entire world that has been opened up to his eyes. So if I wasn't at ShadowCon this year, this is definitely what I'd be marathoning for Halloween. By far, Tokyo Ghoul is my personal favorite show on the list. It's a gripping, gory, urban vampire story that has one of the best casts in the last few years. I think what makes it so much fun to watch on Halloween is that in 1 second, it can go from an intense thriller with tension to an outright hamtastic fighting. Also, episode 12 is outright one of the hardest to stomach episodes of anime I've ever seen, and some of my friends compare it to Saw levels of torture porn. Hey Robin, are you okay over there?
Episode 12?
Oh, buck up, you could be Kaneki right now. Because of its nature, following Kaneki is its own horror story in itself. But it's a horror story you like, unlike another main character whose name that starts with a K.
Number 2. Ghost Stories! Don't you just love it when a dubbing company gets to have fun?
You know how we made that Greatest Dubs A-list a long time ago? We may have forgot this one. Because, you know, deep down, a lot of stories can be scary. But when you make everything like Scooby-Doo, sometimes you fail. So what did ADV do? Make fun of everything!
Holy time machine, Batman, it's 1973!
Holy pre-Parkinson's Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future plot rip-off device, where's my DeLorean?
Sure, this show borderlines on the kid-friendly cheesem, but have you ever heard it in English? If not, you are in for a real treat. And I know what some of you may be thinking. Halloween is a time to get scared and watch spooky things. Well, if that were true, then why do we watch It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown every year?
But imagine if It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown was offensive to just about everybody. Hell, this is a series that I actually own on DVD. It's autographed. In fact, Monica Rial, the voice of Momoko, writes that I should love Jesus. And I'm dead serious about this.
You're such brave, strong, handsome men. Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
No, I'm Jewish.
This show is not scary or creepy in any form, but it has ghosts, and you will be laughing your butt off all night. I swear, the dub made me love Monica Rial, Hilary Haig, Greg Ayres, and Chris Patton even more than I already did.
And no one is safe from being made fun of. Not even the actors Robin just mentioned. And now, before we reveal our number 1 pick, here's a look at some honorable mentions. Because you know you can't have enough candy on Halloween.
And the number 1 anime you can watch on Halloween is... A lot of times for Halloween, people will watch classics such as Dracula, Frankenstein, and etc. So why not top this list with a classic anime featuring one of the most iconic anime characters of all time? Let's just face it, you can't have Halloween without the man in red.
Santa Claus?
Hellsing! And its much better version, Hellsing Ultimate. This anime alone is just badass. It's the best horror-themed anime featuring one of the best anime vampires of all time. You hear that, Kaname? Suck it!
Again! Hellsing Ultimate, however, is a very long anime, with 10 episodes at an hour each. That's 10 hours of vampire-y goodness. And if you'd rather laugh to Hellsing, there is also the abridged version, because everyone knows bitches love cannons.
What more can we say about this show? It's got intense action, drama, blood-drenched gore, thrilling terrors, and of course, Alucard, Hellsing, the very anime character I tried to scare once.
How'd that go again, by the way?
It didn't turn out well.
Hey, you should try for the big titty police girl next time.
Next time. There was just no question about it. If you want the best anime to watch on Halloween, Hellsing is the obvious choice. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. For more updates on Anime America stuff, just go to our Facebook page and like us. If you want to see me scare more anime characters, just click on this video right here, and don't forget to subscribe to Pop Spectrum. You'll be glad you did. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to Well, I guess our next top 10 list is top 10 animes to watch on Christmas.
No, fuck you! November still exists, you bitch!